The banners are up. The buses are wrapped. People are getting ready to stream down to San Diego for San Diego Comic-Con 3 weeks from tonight. We have all the information on the biggest announcements, panels, offsites, cosplay, everything this week's show. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's The Con Guy Comic-Con Prep Show.
Let's headbang a little bit.
What did you say to stay in tune?
Stand tuned. Stand tuned. There we go.
Ooh.
This week's. We've got a great show this week. I am so excited. We've got about 3 weeks until we head down to San Diego Comic-Con, the North America's premier pop culture and comic book convention. Probably about 130 to 135,000 people will be converging on San Diego in a few weeks.
There are still comic books there, right?
They have a ton of comic books. If you look at all the panels when it comes out in a few weeks, you'll be amazed at how many panels are directed towards comic books. There are over 200 or 300 just for comic books. Wow. It's an amazing thing.
Boom.
My name is Jim Frye. I am the managing editor here at theconguy.com and one of the hosts here at the Con Guy Comic-Con Prep Show. We have a full room full of great guests this week. I'm going to go ahead and pitch it off this way, and let's see who's here.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm a contributor to theconguy.com.
Hi, Derek.
Hi.
What's up? Hi.
What's up?
Hi, I'm Kari, and you can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's Karidlane. I write for Crazy for Comic Con. I'm a host here at AfterBuzz and the Popcorn Talk.
Heyo, I'm Ben Kliewer. You can find me on the interwebs at Ben Kliewer, BenKliewer. That's Instagrams, Twitters, all the kind of stuff. I'm an actor, writer, comedian. I do all kinds of stuff. I'm also pimping my friend's show tonight, The Aficionado, on YouTube. It is a docu-style series on people who build replicas of movie cars, the time-traveling DeLorean, the 66 Batmobile,
Fantastic.
Christine, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can check out his channel by going to driveta.com, driveta.com.
Awesome.
Who do we have keeping our intros brief.
Yeah. I made mine really brief.
Yeah.
I didn't even say where you could find me.
Who do we have on the couch?
I bought my hat at Huntington Beach. I just wanted to let you know that first of all.
That's cool.
My name is Luke Cheeseman, known as Cheeseman on the Couch. I'm part of the conguy.com social media director, and you can find me on the Twitter, as he usually says, at ConGuyLuke.
And who is next to Luke on the couch this week?
And I'm Evan.
All right.
See, he went super brief.
That's
he has
it.
it.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Evan,
that's how you
Evan is a
introduce yourself
special
quickly.
friend for Ben this week. Ben,
Yeah.
why'd you bring this guy around?
Evan's my special friend. He's been a friend of mine for probably, 5 or 6 years now. We met at Thanksgiving.
We did.
Quite a few years ago.
Friendsgiving.
A Friendsgiving. We met at a
Nice.
Friendsgiving. Actually, I believe it was called Ragamuffin Thanksgiving
It
at
was.
the time.
It was. I was very lonely and broken at the time, and it was great to have you there and just really lift me off my feet and find new life in our friendship.
There you go.
Yay,
There you
friendship.
go. Friends.
But Evan,
are friends
you got a
together.
pretty cool story, though. I mean, you have a background that probably not a whole lot of people that are usually on our show have. And what is that?
Yeah, I was on the reboot of American Gladiators back in 2008. I won the first season. They made me the Gladiator Rocket for second season. And then I kind of parlayed that into 5 seasons of American Ninja Warrior, Team Ninja Warrior. I competed in Japan and China. And then last season I was host of Spartan Ultimate Team Challenge on NBC. So it's been a wild, crazy ride doing fitnessy-esque things.
So you're like a real Avenger,
I am, yeah,
pretty much.
I am.
He's a real life superhero.
You can take all 5 of us at once.
There's no like about it.
We may
I
try
am,
that
in
at the
fact,
end
an
if we have
adventure.
time. Or Jim may arm wrestle him. I don't know.
I can leg wrestle him with his arm, but that's pretty. Oh my gosh! Well, we're so excited to have you on the show this week.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Like we're trying to work our way through this thing called the 6-week fitness challenge, and one of the things that everybody's trying to get in shape and stay in shape for Comic-Con. So why don't we go ahead and just talk about that just for a second? Like Derek, you kind of helped us kick off the 6-week fitness challenge, which involved kind of 3 different things.
Yeah, I think our big push was, focusing on, I guess you'd call it the 3 pillars or whatever, of like just better nutrition, being active, and sleeping. Because those are important, and people will often just try and focus on one or the other, and often people forget that how important it is to get enough sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Evan, you've not been to San Diego Comic-Con before, right?
Yep.
Correct? I'm outing you.
You're outing me?
Yeah.
I've been.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've walked through the convention center and I've partook of different activities.
Oh, that's
there.
cool. I didn't. So you have been there.
Yeah, well, so I lived in San Diego for a year, and my employer, I just took his pass, and I know
Perfect.
whoa. I know it's against the rules.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
But have
Sorry.
you been
We
with
don't
Ben?
To be
condone-
fair,
We do not condone or condemn.
Promote.
I'm not saying that that's what you should do at all.
Right.
But the person was like, Jorge. I'm like,
Hey, that's like profiling. You know, you could have any name you want.
exactly.
Angelica.
Exactly.
It's your gladiator name.
Yes.
Jorge is my gladiator name.
Exactly.
No, I want to hear about. So, when did you know you wanted to be like an American gladiator?
Well, I mean, I watched the show growing up as a kid, and then it was off air for probably 7-8 years, maybe close to a decade.
Yeah.
And then I had just finished up college, and I had found out they were doing auditions in Chicago. I was living in Chicago at the time, and I found out they were bringing it back, and I couldn't not audition for it because it was. I mean, I never expected to actually get on the show. There was 10,000 people, I think, that applied that first season of the reboot, and I just waited 6 hours in line, went through the whole audition, did an interview the next day, submitted another like 40-page application, and 4 callbacks later, I was in LA and got to be on the show, and it was this wild dream come true. Because even the day one on set, we did the gauntlet. I don't know if you guys remember the gauntlet. It was like this, almost like a little half-pipe looking thing, and they had 4 gladiators lined up, and you have 30 seconds to get through all of them and bust through this foam wall. So I made it by the skin of my teeth, busted through this foam wall, and Hulk Hogan was one of the hosts at the time. I hadn't met him yet,
Nice.
so I just busted through the wall, and next thing you know, he's like hoisting me off the ground with one hand. He's like, "Evan, you did it, brother." I'm like, "How do you know my name? What's
It's Hulk
happening? This doesn't make any sense."
Hogan knows best.
Yeah, so it was this wild thing that I couldn't have planned on, but it was always something that I since a kid, wanted to attempt.
That's awesome.
And found my way on the show somehow.
Did you get to shoot the Nerf arrow things at people?
I did not get to shoot the Nerf arrows. I got to be shot at.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was
What a joy.
Equally as fun.
What a joy.
Out of the various competitions of the different shows, what was the most challenging segment that you got through that surprised yourself?
Ooh. That's a really good question. Of Gladiators and American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, any.
I suppose in China, I competed on the China American Ninja Warrior, which is called X Warrior. Actually, I don't think it's on anymore. But I was there 2 years ago, and they had this version of the Ultimate Cliffhanger, and they're stage 3. And I just hadn't really been training much at the time, and I was a little jet lagged and a little out of my element because I'm in another country and competing and never been on a stage 3 course before. And I made it past that cliffhanger, which was you basically on your fingertips. You have this much room, and made it through 2 obstacles and that obstacle before failing on the next one. But I couldn't believe that I had made it through that far based on all the variables that were going into the competition at that time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, if I may,
Sure.
to connect this back to Comic-Con really
Yes,
quick.
yes.
Absolutely.
A couple of years ago, you had been, I can't remember if you still are, you were doing little short segments on Instagram called Ninja Quickies or something like
I
that.
saw those, yeah.
Yes.
And a couple years ago, I think it was 2 years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, they had a big quote-unquote obstacle course that
the
you could run
Assassin's
through.
Creed one?
Oh, yeah, it was the
Yes.
Assassin's Creed
Yes.
one. And one of your Ninja Quickies was you were like, I'm going to go through the Assassin's Creed obstacle course. But it's set up for guys like you and me.
Stop it.
To
Okay.
go through. I was
It's-
saying, you and me.
Okay,
To
we'll
go
take it.
through. Who, like,
Derek, though, can master
Well,
it.
Derek can master it. But
I did.
there you go.
Did you do it?
go.
Not saying that means it's better or worse, just like
I'm
I
saying
did it and it was
it's-
really cool.
It's set up for non-elite athletes slash
You can
gladiators.
make it more difficult if you want to, though.
I guess you could.
So
That's
did
true.
you do it?
I did, yeah.
And how hard was it?
He got through in like
It's not
5
hard,
seconds.
yeah.
I watched. He's like,
See,
"Here,
you
hold
can do
my
it
phone while I do
quickly.
this." I was like, "I barely recorded anything." He's done.
See, that's how you would make it harder. Is like if you did it faster speed than anybody else, and then were parts that if you instead of aiming for like the center of a spot, like you went to the higher edges, and that could make it
right,
more
right,
challenging for if you wanted.
Sure.
Just saying.
Let me ask you. So you were on an NBC show last year. You said
I was.
What was
yeah.
that show?
Spartan Ultimate Team Challenge.
What was that?
So it's Spartan is like a mud run race series,
Yeah.
kind of like Tough Mudder and
Yeah.
all that. So they did a modified version of it into a team competition. So there were 3 teams of 5 people.
Yes. That's a cool
going
show.
through this monstrous course all at the same time. I think it was like a mile long, and all the obstacles had to be completed as a team.
Cool.
So they're doing another version of it this season, also on NBC, but I'm not participating in that in this season.
What's up next for you?
Boy, that is a great question.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's an interesting time because, I mean, you talk about fitness and how fitness relates to Comic-Con, and I think fitness is one of those things that, in my world, always has been this thing that contributes to all areas of life. But it's somehow been, because I did American Ninja Warrior and then Gladiators, then American Ninja Warrior, it became kind of the defining quality of my life. So I'm trying to figure out how to navigate, keep that component, because I think it's healthy and beneficial, and again, carries over into other aspects of life, but get more into narrative storytelling, because that's my true passion. Cool. So right now I'm developing a web series. This is probably the geekiest thing I've ever done. Or nerdiest?
Both.
Best. It is the best thing you've ever done.
Geeky and nerdy.
Geeky and nerdy?
Words
There's
mean
overlap.
best.
My roommate is a huge DC Comics fan. You know TJ.
Oh, yeah.
And he introduced me to Booster Gold. So I'm developing just a short web series
I
about
could totally see you as Booster Gold. Yeah.
that, which is what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought I could do that, but I wanted to do a web series about a trainer who's preparing an actor, myself, for a CW show of Booster Gold. So we don't have, it's like the type of thing where we can film all in one space, confined space, and I'm thinking about how we do it practically and how I can get all my, get friends involved and call in favors and shoot it ourselves. But basically take the fitness component it's been defining my career and my professional life and bring that into the narratives that I want to tell. So it's kind of a vague answer, but that's the direction I'm trying to take things.
Cool.
And
So
That sounds really cool.
And one more thing is, Evan and I did collaborate on my web series a few years ago, which I'm rewriting and rebooting currently, called Geeks, Geex, which is about video game nerds who get struck by lightning and turn into superheroes with the powers of their
Nice.
video game characters.
Evan, what are you talking about? You've never done anything nerdy. I'm
He's totally done nerdy stuff.
He doesn't
He's
take credit for that
totally
one.
done nerdy
No.
stuff.
you need to take credit for that. Wear that well. Thank you, and welcome to the show. We're glad you're here today. What?
Silly fact about myself: I actually wrote lyrics to a song while watching American Gladiators back in 2008, I think.
What song?
It was one of my songs. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but it inspired me to write a chorus to a song, I guess.
Was it called Evan's Abs? Was that the name of the
Evan
song?
12 abs.
Worlds apart.
Worlds apart.
But the thing is that's interesting though, like the worlds of like extreme sports and like wrestling, gladiators sports, that's not so far removed these days from Comic-Con. There will probably be no fewer than 5 or 6 panels that have to do with professional wrestling, the ladies of wrestling. What was it I went to a couple of these wrestling things last year. There was a guy on the creative on our panel at Wondercon. Remember, he was actually going to start a wrestling con, and it's kind of cool. So this is something that is kind of like jumping. And wrestling isn't the same, but still, this type of
Wasn't it Captain Comic-Con?
Captain Comic-Con was his name. Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So, anyways, we are going to segue into Comic-Con because we have so much to talk about tonight. 3 weeks out, we are going to talk about the panels, the cosplay, and the announcements, and the events that we know so far. We're going to kind of blow through them. We're going to try to throw them all out there just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. But I can't go on any further without sharing this. How do you open this thing?
You had it.
It's a
You had it.
yeah, you start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You have to wish it open.
I've been hearing everybody else has already got theirs, received theirs, and I was like one of the last people to get this. I'm not going to show you my badge.
I'm pretty sure mine is at home
See,
waiting
you're
for
smart.
me now.
I've seen other people
unopened.
post the badges.
No.
I'm like,
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Do not post the badge. It's actually, yeah.
There's no barcode on it or anything, but I still think you
Still.
should be cautious.
Yeah.
There is a barcode in the back.
Okay,
the back,
well,
yeah.
I mean, people are taking pictures of the front,
No.
but still, I'd be like,
I'm not going to do that just because people can duplicate it. I mean, I guess.
But
you
they're
could
tap passes this year, though.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
so they are-
RFID.
they-
so.
So we do have the passes. The passes have Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead on it, which is awesome. Which kind of leads us leads us to believe that Rick and gang will be there in Hall H this year. And it's got this cool book we went over last time. But I was just so excited. And on your hat, you've got.
cool.
Well, you know,
I put the.
you don't have to, but.
There we go.
Oh, yeah,
I put
there-
the-
Wait, I got the pin.
Presentation
Got
this
the
year
nice.
is amazing.
I
Off the
know.
charts. It's such a, like, nice container, everything about it. It's like, this is so cool.
Ben's
Just
got
gets
his.
you pumped.
Cheeseman's got his down there on the couch.
I got mine.
I left mine safely at home.
I know. Like when we were going to bring these tonight, I was like, oh my gosh, we got to guard these.
Don't lose it.
That would stink. But if you do lose it, bit of advice. Go up when you arrive at Comic-Con and go up and you can check in and they will deactivate this badge and reactivate your new one for a cost, of course. But you don't really want to do that.
Give him that money.
Or just tell him your name is Jorge. I find that gives you access to Comic-Con as well.
All right, so we are going through a lot of stuff
you're
tonight, but I
Jorge.
do want to find out has anyone been doing anything interesting since last we met? Kara, you've been pretty busy.
Yes, I am now helping produce the Game of Bloggers party with.
Oh, are you really?
Tony Kim. Yeah, so
That's
now I've
fantastic.
been brought on. I'm like, oh boy.
Nice.
So it's at House of Blues. It is general public admission. It's free. Right now, though, if you are a media outlet, email Tony. There's a blog on the Crazy 4, and it's 4 at the number 4 Comic-Con website with information about it. So if you're a media outlet, email so that you can get priority access, but regular people can attend as well. And we're locking down the events that we might have during the evening, and there's going to be some vendors there. I can tell you that, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
And hopefully, we'll get to see the Hero Within clothing line that Tony does.
He has a booth this year,
Oh,
so
fantastic.
it's good. I don't know the booth number off the top of my head.
It has been released. I saw it. He
Yeah, I was
pointed
like,
on the map where it's
yeah.
at. Tony, sorry, if I can find it, we will tell everybody.
And I think we're gonna have some of that clothing at the event as well. I'm trying to snag some too. I'm like, I want to wear it.
It's amazing. I know. It's so great. And what about that shirt that I saw him wearing, like LineCon Begins? Is that something that he's selling this year?
Ooh, that I don't.
It was kind of cool. I want to get one of those if he
But
has
he
that.
did post it, and if you're not following him, you should. Hero Within and Crazy for Comic Con. There will be Hero Within exclusives for Comic Con.
Oh, fantastic. And we will be posting up some information about the Game of Bloggers party with a link if you want to find out more about that. And best yet, if it all works out, July 10th, Tony's going to be here in the studio with us on the show. So I'm super excited about that. Tony's a great guy. I call him Mr. Comic-Con because everybody that goes to Comic-Con knows Tony Kim, and he does a lot of panels. If you ever have any questions, that guy knows what he's talking about. So and
he's super nice
he's
and
the nicest
helpful,
guy,
and
yeah.
so like if people tweet at him, he replies. It's not just like, oh, I'm too cool or.
anything else been going on before we want to jump into the fun part? Anything else, Ben? You been doing any shows lately?
No shows
Ben's
recently.
a comedian, and I can't wait to see his next show.
There you go. I haven't gone up on stage recently, no, but I have been, to relate it back, getting fit with my fit family of cosplayers.
Oh, yeah?
Hashtag CosFit, hashtag SoCalFitFam.
Yeah.
Do check it out. My buddy TW Falls is kind of leading this campaign of inspiration and just getting in shape. He is a huge Aquaman fan, and he, kind of self-described his own physique is not super impressive, just kind of a normal-looking guy. And
Dad
he's
bod.
Yeah, and so he's not just kind of thinner,
okay.
just kind of a thin guy, and he's since January been committed to building a traditional comic book version Aquaman cosplay with the metal scales.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And he's
cool.
already gained 18 pounds of muscle.
Wow.
By committing to
Yeah.
supplements, eating right, and basically working out way too much. He's not sticking to the rest schedule that he should be, but he's built up quite a bit of muscle, and so he's doing a lot of good, and he's found a new calling, kind of inspiring people to be fit. So another resource for nerdy fitness, geeky fitness, hashtag CosFit, hashtag SoCalFitFam on Instagram. Check it out.
I'm gonna give you one more hashtag. Over at the Friends of Comic-Con and an Englishman in San Diego, they are their hashtag is SDCC Fit. So it is
you
a
go.
thing. People are trying to get fit for Comic-Con, and healthy is a thing. It's a imagine that.
Even like regardless of shape, just walking a
Yeah,
lot is
yep.
good practice because
Exactly.
people who've never been have no concept of like, no, you do a lot.
Yeah. Well, the
A lot
convention
of
center is
walking.
what? How long? It's
It's like
it's like you're walking a mile just from
and
one
you're
end of
gonna
the
go
building
from
to
one
the other.
panel
I
to
mean,
the other, turn around, come back, and go
Yeah.
back. You're gonna make so many.
and you're not
trips.
allowed to stand still in the hallways because the people in
Yeah.
vests will yell at you.
And no sitting,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have a lot to get through in such a short amount of time. So what we're gonna do is tonight.
What else is new?
We are celebrating. What is it that turns 20 years old this week? Anybody?
I was trying to sing
Can I
the-
say it? Because I know
Sing it,
it.
sing it, you gotta sing it.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, da-dum.
There we go.
Except, I mean, the music is not 20 years old because that was the movie. It was the first book was published 20 years
First
ago
book
yesterday in England.
We're talking about Harry Potter and the, what was it called? What was the English
It
book?
was
Philosopher's
Philosopher's
Stone.
Stone.
Philosopher's Stone was published
Yes.
20 years ago in England. This week, everybody is celebrating Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Harry Potter.
So, in honor, we are going to do trivia tonight, and our trivia is Harry Potter trivia. So,
I'm gonna lose.
everybody, pick up your conguy.com pen.
Hey, look at that.
And so,
Expelliarmus.
Oh yeah. It's,
That almost
we have
sounded
our-
and although it's not exactly a Harry Potter thing, the winner of tonight's trivia contest gets a Thor Ragnarok poster from the movie coming out
He's
this
a friend
November.
It has nothing to do with Harry Potter, but I'll take it.
Nothing to do with Harry Potter at all. All right.
Yep.
Question number 1 is, in Transfiguration class, is
Okay.
that what it's called?
Yes.
The students have to turn their wait, let me speak something. In Transfiguration class, what objects do the students have to change their animals into?
Well, which time and which?
Oh my gosh, are you
Which year?
serious?
Yeah.
Films,
I mean,
in
there's
the
like-
in the film.
Which film?
Okay, different question.
Number 2? Because I can think of specific.
He's moving on.
I'm moving
No,
on.
I think I know what scene you're talking about. And I could quote it, but
Does it happen more than once? Is there one?
well, that's what transfiguration class is. You turn things into other things.
This was just a sample. Water goblets was the answer. So next
Jim.
one.
Okay.
What flavor of Bertie Bott's every flavor bean did Dumbledore have the most unfortunate encounter with when he was younger? I'll ask it again. What flavor of Bertie Bott's every flavor beans did Dumbledore have the most unfortunate encounter with when he was younger? We're starting with the easy ones. Okay. You got 5. All right. We will start with Cheeseman on the couch.
Onion?
Onion is not right,
No.
but that's a valiant answer. My friend over here, Evan.
I went with Frosted Flakes.
No.
Ooh.
So the couch
There's
is
no
good.
problems with frosted flakes.
I believe in
saying.
England they're called frizzy wingers.
That's right.
Ben?
I originally thought it was earwax, but that's when he's old. I think it was vomit. Was it vomit?
Ding, 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 ding. That is correct. And Kari? Vomit?
yes.
Derek?
Vomit.
All right. So Derek,
And I apologize in advance for
One.
my trash talking, but you're all about to get a Vada Kedavra.
Kari,
Oh, that's forbidden.
Ben, they each have 1.
At least you know that.
I'm just going to say couch 0. All right, second question. Then
Are
we
they
go
a
on.
Can we
now?
combine points? We
Crucio.
still can't win.
All right, here we go.
It's not going to help us.
Who gives
Screwed.
Harry
VD.
the sounds like it. Who gives Harry the gillyweed for the second Triwizard Challenge?
Okay.
Who gives Harry the gillyweed for the second Triwizard Challenge?
Don't
That-
overthink it.
I
Don't
have-
overthink it.
Trick question.
Just like
It's
going
okay.
with the
I
only
see right through
characters'
your
names
trick
I
question
know.
like an invisibility cloak.
All right, if you get this answer, you actually get 2 points. All right. Evan, what'd you put?
I'm pretty sure I'm spot on here. It was Snoop Dogg.
You were so close. So close. Cheeseman,
Ron.
you're in the same universe. Kari.
He meant Ron Burgundy, though.
Hermione?
Yeah. Exactly.
It is not Hermione, but you're even closer.
I believe who physically gave it to him was Dobby. Physically gave him the gillyweed.
Okay,
think.
I can explain
Okay,
all
wait,
of
wait,
this.
wait, wait, wait. So you have got Dobby. You get 1 point. So, okay, Ben gets 1. Derek, you're probably going to get 2 points, right?
Yes, it's Dobby in the book and it's Neville in the movie.
Yes, that's
Because-
amazing.
Actually, in the movie, it was Doctor Who.
That. Okay.
No, it's-
Sorry. So that's what we're going to do tonight. All right. So,
Yeah, if you're only listening to this podcast and not watching on video, I just gave Ben kind of a death stare. Not intentionally, it's just
So far we are at Derek 3, Kari 1,
It just
Ben
kind of comes
2.
out. I have a resting
Tell you
judgy
what,
face. I'm
we're
sorry.
at the couch. We're just gonna call you guys the couch. You guys are together going to be okay. So you guys are at 0. All right.
So you write half the word, I'll write half the
Also, I
word.
want to encourage anybody who's watching right now, if you would like to tweet us any kind of questions you have about Comic-Con, or if you want to answer one of these questions, or Kara, you actually had something for
Yes.
our viewers possibly.
Totally not Comic-Con related, but since Anime Expo is this weekend, I have a Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale bag, which was at the Los Angeles premiere.
Fantastic.
Which postcard and movie poster stuff inside from Aniplex USA.
And some of my blood.
Then from Funimation, this is from the Your Name premiere. There's a T-shirt, poster, all kinds of things. Cookies, Pocky, notebook, lots of stuff. So that'll be like more of a grand prize.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So tweet
So
us a
tweet
cool
us.
question, and you may be the winner of
I think we
these
just
awesome
upped our
prizes.
viewers like by like 2,000.
2. All right, cool.
2.
Oh no, we got actually we've been having some. We've been having some. All right, so Derek, why don't you go ahead and jump onto the bulletin board?
Yes.
We have a lot coming up in the next few weeks. We are like in the mad rush of Comic-Cons right now and events. So July
Yeah,
is
so
killer.
much stuff, of course. Denver Comic Con is this coming weekend, June 30th to July 2nd. And then Blurred Con in Arlington, Virginia, also this weekend, June 30th to July
Blurred.
2nd. Then the
And
following...
Anime Expo this weekend.
Yeah, that's
Anime
now,
Expo.
It's the largest anime convention in the country. So it's this weekend in Los Angeles at LA
Yes.
Convention Center.
Starts, I think Friday's considered day 0, and then it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because 4th of July is Tuesday, so it's a little weird this year.
That's cool.
All
Yeah.
right.
But hey, that's cool.
Yes.
Virginia Comic Con is July 8th and 9th. And then the weekend after... oh, I see. I think we have a typo. I was confused
Sorry.
for a second. No, it's okay. Yeah, I got you. Raleigh SuperCon is July 14th through 16th, right?
Right.
And then, of course, the week after that is San Diego Comic Con,
Yep.
the big one, July 20th to 23rd, with the preview night on Wednesday, July 19th.
That's right.
And then, following that, Florida SuperCon in Fort Lauderdale, July 27th through 30th. And finally on the list, Tampa Bay Comic Con, July 28th through 30th, which takes us through July, but we know there's more.
There's more, and
Coming after
I
that.
like to always remind everybody: this is not an exhaustive list. We don't list every single Comic-Con, every single convention that we
Probably a
can.
convention every weekend.
Yeah, we try to spread it out to let everybody know that there are conventions everywhere, all across the country, and the ones that we list are some of the larger ones. Every once in a while, we'll hit one of the smaller ones that just sounds kind of cool that we want to point out, but we try to point out the larger ones. For example, San Diego Comic-Con, 130,000 people. New York Comic-Con, are roughly around the same thing. This year, Stanley Comic-Con, Halloween weekend, they are expecting over 100,000 people this year.
Really?
It's going to be one of the biggest in the country now, so it's so exciting. So
Yeah.
Comic-Cons are growing. It's I think we are definitely at the golden age of these types of conventions. I was talking to some people in the car, though. I think there's certain things that we're enjoying right now that I don't think we're going to enjoy very much longer. Like,
Yeah, well, we've seen a few of the
Yeah.
studios and some major groups not
Right.
having such a presence there, and there seems to be some shift, and at the very least, things are spreading out.
Yep. But we will get to that in just a second. What we would like to do, we just have a few items to talk about newsworthy before we jump into San Diego. Coming up the week right before Comic-Con on June, not June, it's July 13th, is the Infolist party with Jeff Gunn. Kari's going to be going, and she's got some awesome VIP seats that she's going to be going.
Planning
And
to casual cosplay at that too.
they are super excited about having you. I've been going back and forth with Jeff today. So check out our site for the information about everybody who wants to go to the pre-Comic-Con Bash in Los Angeles, July 13th. You are invited, but you do have to RSVP. Go to our site and RSVP.
And VIP tickets are not expensive at all. I looked those up. So if you guys want VIP access, it's like $35
Yeah,
or something.
that's
Where I
not
was
bad.
like,
That's not bad.
what?
But you know what's cool? That VIP section there. Ben, you were there last week. We have a picture of you actually on our website right now with Luke from last year's show.
Hey-o.
But remember the VIP section. Like Marv Wolfman's going to be the writers. Like all the
A lot of good celebrities.
a lot of celebrities. Nichelle Nichols, is that my saying?
Nichelle.
Yes.
Nichelle
It's like Michelle
Nichols
with an N.
is going to be there. They have all the Power Rangers from all different seasons are going to be
Nice.
there, and the list goes on and on and on. It's just freaking amazing.
Perhaps American Gladiators Evan Dollard might be there.
Are you going to be there,
see.
Evan Dollar? That'd be cool.
They
Sharknado
have,
5
you know
is
what
there.
though? If you are somebody who has credits of, any, I don't know,
Note.
yes, thank you.
Of note.
You can apply, and they have a other category for that too.
Really?
You should go, Evan.
Check out their website.
I should.
Kara's going to go. We can't wait to hear how much fun you had at that thing. Oh, I'm running out of breath all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I know.
We had a lot of fun at that
I
party
was
last
already
year. There's a lot
thinking of
just-
an outfit.
Are you
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah, no, I have a casual cosplay in mind for that too.
Very cool. And speaking of Stan Lee's LA Comic Con, the tickets are now available for 3-day passes, and as always, they challenge you. They encourage you to buy them now.
Always
because
cheaper.
It's always cheaper now. You get the discounted rate. Plus, this convention is just gaining in popularity so quickly.
That's true.
It's only 7 years old, The first couple of years, it was down at like 10,000, 15,000. Now it's going
was
over.
small.
Yes, now it's going over 100,000 people, and it's just remarkable how big this thing has grown so quickly.
And I really enjoy this particular con, not only because it's in my city, but it's...
Because you see us there every time.
Well, that too. I see you at every con, though. We happen to run into each other randomly. But it's a really fun, really well put together con, so I enjoy it a lot.
What do you like about it?
Well, in years past, it's grown in quality so that it's closer to a San Diego Comic-Con type of convention, and it wasn't as crowded. Now, that may not be the case this year, but, the LA Convention Center is actually a really
It's a nice venue.
It's a really nice venue.
The venue is awesome. The parking sucks. If they can get over the parking, this thing will take off. Yeah.
Similar to Comic-Con, there is free parking. It's much closer.
Where? You are like the queen of free parking. How is this possible?
So now
she's the
y'all
queen
will
of free
know,
parking.
give you the secret. But if you're looking at the LA Convention Center, just west of the freeway, in that more residential area, there's free parking.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But you have to, either there's not much, because it's like, don't share.
I drove
not-
around
But there's
one by
different
one.
ones. There's different ones that have signs. Like, I mean, you might have to go like an extra few blocks, but whatever.
One of the
I
things.
have 2 words of why Stan Lee is the best one.
Why?
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau is there every
He's
year.
there.
What's this famous phrase?
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh, hi, Mark. I like that better.
Is there anyone
actually.
here who hasn't seen the show? Hasn't seen the room?
I have not
Oh,
seen
we're gonna have
The
a
Room.
room viewing
I haven't
and have
seen
a
it
room.
either.
We want Tommy on the show. Tommy, if you're watching,
Come on,
please
Tommy.
Can we
come
do
on
a
the
double
show.
feature with The Room and Room?
No, those
And
are
have
two-
like the really depressing one and then the one that you can make fun of after.
The worst
yeah.
movie and an Oscar
Yeah.
nominated film.
Like one will make you
Quite
feel
a night.
a little better about yourself, and the other one you just can
Two
laugh
con-
at how sad you think.
There
of
are
it.
2 conventions
Yeah.
that we did not put on the bulletin board, but we do have to mention them because they are coming up rather quickly this year. There are 2 great big giant Halloween conventions here in town. One's called the Midsummer Scare. No, the Midsummer Scream Convention is at the Queen Mary down in Long Beach, July 29th through the 30th. And then its competing convention is Scare LA, which is going to be at the LA Convention Center this year from August the 5th through the 6th. Both of them are kind of similar. Universal Studios shows up with all of their stuff. Knott's Berry Farm shows up. One of my favorite things at the LA Scare last year, what was that panel that was so awesome with, they walked us through the making of the Exorcist maze, and then they walked us through
I thought it was the boy band one you liked.
and then the Exorcist maze was awesome. And then the year before it was, because they held it out in Pasadena, they walked us through the making of the film Halloween because they had the special Halloween house at the Halloween Horror Nights that year. It was amazing.
I worked on a horror movie and we filmed in front of that house.
Did you really?
Oh, cool.
The movie's called Followed. It's not out yet, but yeah, it's
You'll have
a
to let us know about
feature-length horror movie.
It follows.
Fantastic.
No, not It Follows, just Followed.
It follows too.
Followed.
Shortened.
Don't
Yeah.
don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. So, anyways, so if you get a chance, we will be posting information about the 2 big Halloween conventions in LA on our website. They do come up very quickly after San Diego Comic-Con, so they might in the next week kind of get buried in all that information. But make sure you look for it. Get your tickets. The tickets are on sale now. There's a lot going on. They all have like all these free. Well, the haunted houses are all through there included. They have all kinds of scary experiences. You can learn how to carve foam into these giant monster suits, doing all kinds of makeup. It is just.
I worked at Not Scary Farm
Did you really?
for 3 years.
I love that stuff so much. We got to talk
loved
more.
it.
That's awesome. All right, and also, we can't talk. Oh, Batman 66. There's a Batman 66 screening. Your buddy, I was talking with him today. Nerds Like Us.
Oh, Bernie Bregman.
Yes, Bernie Bregman. So he wanted us to mention this screening. It's next Friday
All right.
night at the Vista Theater in Hollywood. I realize
yes.
we're giving a lot of LA-specific information right now. I apologize if you're in the LA area. You're going to have a blast. But anyways, they are having a special screening of Batman 66 in honor of our dearly departed Adam West. And also, the fake Adam West wanted us to let everybody know that he is going to be there on stage, kind of helping Bernie introduce it.
cool.
There you go.
Cheeseman was almost going to be there as his other secret identity, Robin, but we just want to let everybody know you can go to our site coming up to this week to get tickets, or go to.
I'll be at another convention. The
Go
D23
to-
Expo.
Yes,
Nice.
go to the Nerds
yes.
Like Us Facebook page or Twitter. Nerds Like Us Facebook page or Twitter to get information about that screening. They're going to have a lot of other screenings this summer, so.
Yeah, Nerds Like Us does a midnight screening at least once a month on a Friday night, and it's always classics, like good nerdy, geeky classics, Fifth Element.
We went to the screening, the 20th
We ran into
screening.
each other there,
Yeah.
too.
That's, yeah, we saw it there.
screening. Yeah, a lot of great stuff. So be sure and check out their Facebook page, Nerds Like Us.
Plus, Bernie is producing the after show for the LA Scare LA this year. He's doing a big Comic-Con. Oh, he's got so much going on right
He's
now.
producing Stan Lee's birthday party.
Yes, he is. That's
Oh,
what
my
he's
goodness.
doing,
at a mansion in the Hollywood Hills.
which is fantastic.
And if you are a Legion M investor, Legion M, of course,
Yep.
is a fan-owned production company that's building a base in LA to kind of give fans a hand in creating films. They had a hand in creating the movie Colossal with
Yep.
Anne Hathaway. If you're a Legion M investor, like I am, you get $10 off a ticket to Stan Lee's birthday party.
Cool.
General admission, I think, is $100, $90 if you're an
Are you
investor.
going?
I'm still debating.
Plus, he's
if I'm
getting
gonna
his
go.
his handprint ceremony.
Yeah.
as
So
well.
that's during the day, and then the
It's about
after
time.
the after party is
It's a bad
the
time.
after party
He's
is there.
95 stinking years old. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you will vouch that this is a great organization. They're a great bunch of guys doing the Nerds Like Us stuff.
Yeah, both Legion M and Nerds Like Us and them working together are doing great. And Nerds Like Us also is involved with producing the new Nerds Nightclub after party
That's it.
Club Comic-Con.
Club Comic-Con. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. So we'll have all the information on the site, and we talked to Bernie today, and he wants to come on the show. So we're gonna get
Yeah,
him on the
let's
show.
have him on the
So
show.
It's gonna be great.
He and I'll banter all night.
All right, last bit of information before we jump into stuff, and we will. I see that we are really okay. really okay. We're not going to talk about this right now. Let's go ahead and get into Comic-Con topics. We got to get into Comic-Con
Just
topics.
never enough time.
So
Never.
What time did we start?
I know. I seem like
We
we're
might
running
push
out
it
of
a little.
Can we push it just a little?
Keep talking.
Yeah.
So here we go. So we know right now a good bit of information about the events, the panels, and some of the cosplay that's happening. But Ben, could you and Kari, you might know some about this as well. The cosplay that might. What kind of stuff are we going to see this year at Comic-Con and the summer conventions?
Wonder Woman.
Lots of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna put money
Guardians
on.
of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some money on some short hair Thors.
Oh yeah.
Some Ragnarok Thors. I'm gonna put money on crossplay gender bent female Aquamans. That's what I'm betting that we're gonna see a lot
That's
of.
what my
lady
sister did
Aquamans.
for my rehearsal dinner.
There you go,
Lady Aquaman. Yeah.
Oh, she did. Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see a lot of Jason Momoa.
I think we're going to
Aquaman.
see a lot of gender bent Wonder Woman cosplay. too.
Probably
Yeah.
very very likely.
I've seen some online that were actually really impressive,
Yeah,
and
we-
some that are just odd and funny. But
With Justice League coming out at the end of the summer, I don't know how much Justice League we're gonna see. I would love to see
Walking Dead.
some Flash, Walking Dead, definitely. Maybe Spoderman, Spider-Man. I just call
Yes.
it Spoderman for fun,
Okay.
but maybe Spider-Man.
And probably with the new look, even with the jacket, like the poster.
Oh yeah,
The
with the
backpack.
yellow
Yep.
jacket
Yeah.
and the backpack.
That's cool. That's cool.
Maybe not as many, but definitely still a big presence of Harley Quinns and Deadpools.
What
I'm
about
sure.
Star Wars
Sure.
with the movies?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely going to be a
That's
lot of
just a
Rogue One,
mainstay.
Rogue
Yeah.
One and lots of Rays.
lots of Rays, lots of Rogue
Oh
One.
my gosh, though, when the little kids do Ray, though. Because they're this big. No, but when little kids do it, it's so cute.
it is pretty good.
A lot of Kylo Ren still. We'll still see a lot
my
of
niece did
Kylos.
Ray. She's like this tall, and it's just it makes her
There's some
so
perennial
proud.
cosplays that just.
All right, Harry Potter trivia.
Yes.
Harry Potter trivia.
Oh, back at it. Oh,
All right. This is an easy one. Who does Ron Weasley go to the Yule Ball with? Who is his date to the Yule Ball?
Oh, should I actually forget? Because never mind.
You've got 5 seconds. Who does Ron Weasley go to the Yule Ball with?
Yep.
Totally.
All right,
I
5,
think I'm
4,
wrong.
3, 2. Couch. Couch. What do you think?
Well, it's a toss-up.
Yeah. I say
between
Batman.
Batman,
He says
and I went
Caitlyn
with
Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner on this
So
one.
what's the combination of the two?
I'm gonna take away points
Bruce-
from that one.
Bruce Jenner.
Batlin Jenner.
You guys
Bruce
are
Wayne.
-1 right now. All right, Ben. What do you have?
I said Charlie Sheen #winning.
You almost got a point.
That's
Those
a half
are
a
all
point
those are
for
all
sure.
good guesses.
Good throwback.
Kari?
I feel it's just generic, but I was like, Hermione, doesn't he?
Nope.
go?
No.
Okay.
That was-
She goes with Victor Crumb.
All right, Derek. Do you
Okay,
know?
I'm
Right.
I'm
didn't
pretty
know
sure
that.
he goes with Parvati Patil. And Harry goes with Padma, or did I switch that?
You
It's
switched
one of the
it.
Teal sisters.
Ron
That's
goes with
And
Padma.
minus one.
I always forget which one went with which sister.
That's
Ah.
right.
All right, here's
Did
the
you
next
say
one.
that was
forget.
supposed to be an easy one?
I know,
easy
I
one.
was like-
What is Luna's Patronus? Luna. What is
Oh.
her Patronus?
Oh.
Oh,
You got this.
I
one.
misunderstood.
You totally get this.
He's
one.
not. How many movies have you seen, Evan? Of the Harry Potter films?
Bits and pieces of probably 7 of them.
Oh shoot.
What is the question?
What is the Patronus
Yep.
of Luna?
I think
Luna
this is
Lovegood.
wrong, but
All right, 5,
Oh.
4,
You got
3,
this one.
2. We're always going to start with the couch. And
What did you put?
the couch. What do you guys got?
Bacon wrapped hot dogs. I went with Moonraker.
All right.
Oh.
Derek, do you know?
I said a hare.
You got it. It's a hair. Carrie?
I said stag.
Oh, that's close.
I was really
Harry's.
close. I put an
Yeah.
Oldsmobile.
I was trying to get the visuals.
Yeah.
All right, last question
We've
before
all
we go
given
on.
up.
What do you use to destroy a Horcrux? What
Well-
do you destroy a Horcrux with?
I got this one.
Well,
Is-
Oh wow! Yeah.
What is the
What have you been doing this whole
Okay.
time?
Okay, Derek, don't you start with me.
never mind.
I've been sitting over here
I
while-
try to like clarify questions and I overanalyze things and
This one's easy.
okay, well I'm gonna do this one.
It is very easy.
I mean, I would not get this.
One thing that we know works.
4, 3.
It's been too long.
All right, we'll start with Ben.
I put a slightly better Horcrux.
Okay, yeah, that would do it, but no, you don't get it. Carrie. Nope. Derek.
Well, I know you can use basilisk venom.
That's it. Basilisk Venom. Did you guys get it?
Yeah.
Close.
Say that the Jaws shark.
Oh,
Wow.
that looks awesome.
I am very impressed with your artistic abilities,
That is
Luke.
very impressive.
All right, so let's.
you know.
So far, we got Derek 5, Carrie 1, Ben 2, Couch -1. So we know a little bit about the panels that are.
You're
gonna
actually
be
taking
there.
points away from them?
Caitlyn Jenner, really? We're not gonna let
Okay.
her get away with that. So
Yeah, at that point
It's
Caitlin
with
still
Bruce
was-
Wayne. It's Bruce Jenner.
okay, so
That's
we
retconned.
do know about some of the panels that will be at Comic-Con this year.
A few.
Have you guys heard about any panels that you know for sure are going to be there this year? I have a list here of what I put together.
No, I was just looking at parties.
I haven't had a chance to look through the
Yeah,
panels yet.
I was paying attention to
Let's be honest,
offsites.
I'm like,
actually.
yeah,
But
Offsite,
we'll get to
yeah.
offsites in just a second.
Yeah.
We know that on Thursday, the Legion full cast and creator Noah Hawley will be there, which is
Nice.
one of you love,
Love that show.
Yeah.
I was on the after show.
Were you
should
really?
Watch the after.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I did the Legion after show.
I stinking love that show. I think that the
So
black
good.
and white silent movie episode is like I called it like the 20 minutes, the 20 best minutes of TV this season of any show. Period. It was amazing. Also, they will be having the Strain cast and writers. Anybody watch that?
No, I haven't. It looks too
No.
spooky.
All right.
I haven't. I've heard it's good, and
I
I know,
just
I know
haven't
they're
gotten to it yet.
they've
It's
got
on
a
my
pretty good
list.
comic.
By the way, the
presence.
full panel list will be coming out probably July 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Right there. They usually do it 2 weeks before Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So
Right.
next weekend, we will be getting the full list. So this is what we have right now. Friday, Batman and Harley Quinn. WB is
yeah, I
doing
did
their
see
movie premiere. So did you guys go last? You went last year, right, to the Killing Joke premiere?
Yes.
That was pretty good, huh?
That was cool, and it was fun. The interviews with the cast members ahead of time because Mark Hamill wasn't there, but then they called him and they did a whole call. Basically, it was him as the Joker.
Right, right.
Most of it, yeah.
Right, and so like on Friday, there's like they always have like the premiere. It's kind of more of an adult cartoon. It's not a dirty cartoon. It's more. I sound like such a puritanical.
It's not a dirty cartoon.
I'm sorry.
It's just a bit of a more.
Do we know anything else about
cartoon.
Friday? Anything else about Friday?
Yeah. Well, I think in general, we heard that Lucasfilm's not really doing a panel. We're not really getting a Star Wars one, or
That I think I can probably confirm that. Yeah, there's
Okay.
I heard the same thing. There's new Lucasfilm panel this year. D23 will get an incredible Lucasfilm panel. So if you guys want to see all the announcements
Yeah.
and cool stuff,
but there is Marvel still, right, at Hall
yeah.
H.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and hit Saturday. Marvel and Hall H, and Warner Brothers in the morning, Marvel in the afternoon. It's going to
Okay.
be the battle between the two giant
Marvel
comic
and
book-
DC, man.
Marvel and DC, like it is every year. And they're going to rule it, and they'll have people waiting in line for a couple
Adult
of days
Swim
to
will
get
win
into this.
anytime.
That's Friday. Adult Swim is usually Friday in Indigo Ballroom, so they haven't made their announcements yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be there as well because we know the Rick Mobile is coming. We know that the Adult Swim on the green thing's coming. But as far as Marvel, this is what we were talking about in the car. Right now, we are at the golden age of Marvel and DC owning Saturday of Comic-Con because they always bring out the biggest and the best. They always have big movies coming. We can't be guaranteed that will always happen, so I think everybody should make sure they enjoy this while it happens. So
Last year, Bree and I made it into the DC panel in Hall H with the fresh footage from Justice League that they brought out, which I was pretty stoked to see. Big Batman fan. Bree's a big Wonder Woman fan. By the way, Bree was supposed to be on the show tonight, and she is feeling rather under the weather.
Sending
That's
our,
too bad.
I love you, honey.
prayers.
So sorry that you don't feel good. We'll get you on the next show.
All right.
But yeah, and as always, I will fight tooth and nail to get into the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. panel.
Yeah.
As I always do every year. Very excited about that.
I hear it's coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that plus thing. You always had to beat up at the beginning. So we are going to start speeding through a little bit, and you guys tell me some of these things that really jump out at you. The Centennial of Jack Kirby. That's going to be pretty
That'll be
expected.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to that. I know that D23 actually has Jack Kirby's desk they're going to be having on display there.
Oh,
So
wow.
that would be cool if they brought that down. Saturday, Todd McFarlane and Robert Kirkman together are doing a panel, which should be
That's
pretty
pretty cool.
spectacular. Yeah. If you guys don't know Todd McFarlane, he does a lot of comic book art, the new Spider-Man, Venom, and then of course Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead, Outcast. So that's going to be a pretty full panel.
Sunday, full-time creative career on a part-time schedule.
Make sure
Who
you're
will be
there.
on that?
Full time. No. Wait, we can't make that announcement yet. But we think we know some people that might be on full time creative career on a part time schedule. That announcement isn't allowed to be made until the schedule comes out.
It's not official.
So miscellaneous, Starship Troopers,
the
Traitor to
record.
Mars, voice cast and writers. There's a brand new Starship Troopers coming out. Archer's going to be there. Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, The Tick, and How to Build a geek brand. Tony Kim is doing
And
that.
then
one.
Anna Mia's on that, she's a cosplayer and she's really cool.
Who?
We are both. It's
Anemia.
Yeah.
She's a cosplayer.
we are both in the Girls of Geek 2013 calendar.
Oh, really? How can we get our hands on this?
I don't know
That sounds.
if it's the
Boy, does that sound slimy. I'm sorry.
I took the words right out of my mouth.
Piece of that.
All right. So I am going to read super fast through some of these offsites, all right?
Yeah.
Just to give us an idea of what's going on. We know there will not be a Nerd HQ this year.
right.
But
Correct.
Conan ticket reservations are now available. You have to go on and reserve your tickets. I reserved all 4 days, 4 tickets every day. I don't know if I'll get anything. It's in the Sprickles Theater. And just so you know, people now are camping out overnight to go see Conan. So this is another one of those camping out things, which sucks.
They're not camping out right now.
No,
Yeah.
but they
the way he
will
said that,
be.
I was like,
Yeah.
last year
Yes.
they were camping out. So that
Camping
Okay.
for Conan.
Give
it time.
I like it.
Amazon has a giant offsite at the MLK Promenade, which will include the Tick warehouses. Anybody seen the Tick? You saw the Tick. I
saw the pilot.
Has anyone else seen
Have they
it?
released the episodes?
I don't think the
Not that I
episode's
know
out
of.
Well,
yet.
they had
Okay.
a cool display for Man in the High Castle, so anything Amazon would do, I'd be excited.
They actually
Yeah,
have
last year the Man in the High Castle stuff was really cool.
They're back. They're
Yeah.
coming back with Man in the High Castle, but they have two Tick offsites. They have this one for everybody. Then they, for Amazon Prime
Tick
members,
offsite?
they,
Ooh.
for Amazon Prime members, have a special offsite of which I am. Are you a member?
I'm an Amazon Prime member.
And I guess
I'm a
it's a
Prime member.
giant 20-foot head of the Tick. You get inside
Oh.
it, and I don't know
cool.
exactly how. It sounds kind of cool. Has anybody been watching Wrecked on TBS?
No, one of my friends is a huge fan, though.
They are having an island offsite, an offsite island. It's going to be floating and out in the ocean. So I don't know exactly how that happens, but
I've seen a
gonna be
little bit
awesome.
of it. It's pretty funny.
yeah, it is a funny show. They had tickets. The tickets went down. The tickets were so now it's just first come first serve. As we get more information, we find out about. Of course, Game of Bloggers at House of Blues on preview night, which Kari is helping to put together. That sounds really exciting. Two Blog, Two Furious, the party for the SDCC unofficial blog. It's going to be at McFadden's. HopCon 5.0 at Stone Brewing on Wednesday, July 19th. Nintendo Lounge in the Marriott Marquis. Cool. Derek, could you read the next 5?
Yeah, I was gonna offer. You're getting out of breath. All right. Okay.
I need to get fit.
The Nerdvana pop-up shop, second floor of Atomic, and the Tiki Room. Game of Thrones musical nightly at the 10th Avenue Art Center. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, we're actually gonna have an article. They got reached out to us. We might be giving away tickets to the
Oh,
musical.
good.
It's gonna be kind of cool.
Nice.
Can we try
Has
to win
anybody
those?
tweeted us, by the way, for any of the cool prizes?
You're part of the social
Who's
media.
monitoring?
We're supposed to be monitoring.
I am. I'm looking. I don't.
Nobody loves us.
It's
Nobody
so
loves
late.
us.
It's so late at night. They're all in bed.
No, nobody's
They
in
have
bed.
work
They're
tomorrow.
Right,
they're
heard
doing
you-
the 6-week challenge. They're trying to get their rest. They heard us earlier. They're gonna watch it in the morning.
I got it. Got it.
Okay, keep going, Derek.
Her Universe Fashion Show, July 20th at Manchester Grand Hyatt.
Always cool.
Yeah, Woodstock, July 20th at Balboa Theater. Woot. Sci-Fi Live is each day from 8 to 11:30 in the Marriott Marquis. Rave of Thrones with Hodor.
Yep.
Now, does that mean the actor
Yeah,
is actually
yeah,
gonna
the
be
guy-
there?
He had that last year in the Nylon
That's
party.
right.
Was there, and it was awesome.
That is
He's
cool.
having the same location this year. It's gonna be the
So
same thing.
good.
It's gonna be awesome.
And
then-
he's really good. Like, it's not that you would think he's not good, but
Uh-huh.
you're just like, damn, you're a really good DJ.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Let's see.
Carrie, do you want to go? You guys want to take turns?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's take turns. That next one, Jay and
Wait, where am I looking?
Right here.
Jay and Silent Bob Get Old America Comedy Company, July 20th. Ghostbusters Math Hysteria Party, Werewolf Bar,
I
July
don't know where the
21st.
werewolf bar is, but that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Mystery Science Theater at the Balboa Theater, July 21st. Oh, no, good. I was going to say this one. Dragon Ball Fan Fest at McFadden's, July 21st. That's with Geek Chic Promotions. They're really cool people. Game of Thrones Pub Crawl, July 21st. Comic Con Club Crawl, Friday and Saturday. Pirate Con Maritime Museum, July 21st. Cat Cafe each day, drinks and petting cats.
You get to go and pet cats for 15 minutes.
I went to a bunny cafe in Japan. Heroes Beer Fest, July 22nd. Music of John Williams at the Jacobs Music Center, July 22nd. Underground Lightsaber Battle, Balboa Park, 8 p.m. July 22nd. Superhero Pool Party
That
at
sounds
the
fun.
Lafayette Hotel, July 23rd. And Batman Adam West Remembrance Gathering, July 23rd at the Convention Center.
Right now, this is about half of what is out there right now. I pulled out like half of it right now. There's a bunch of different sources. We are going to have a place on the website where we're going to be listing all the offsites, where you can ghost Comic-Con, which means you can go down. If you don't have a badge, you can participate. A lot of the offsites do require badges, right? Is that what you were going to say?
No.
Okay.
I've been to a lot that you were just walking around, you got lucky.
Exactly. There is so much to do. I know that, Derek, you're coming down for a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to be there on the actual weekend.
Right, and your wife does not have a badge, and she's just going to come down and absolutely enjoy everything on the weekend. So we do have to wrap up here in a second, guys, but I just want to let you know, all this will be on our website. All these events will be on our website, so you can go there and check them out. Also, check out Crazy for Comic-Con. They will be having a bunch of offsites on their website, SDC.
That's already, yeah, we have an article up already, so I was like,
Yep.
yes.
The SDC unofficial blog, they have it up. Outside Comic-Con has it up. There's a Facebook page. There's so many different sites, but we are pulling it together and curating it for you because we only want the best stuff on there. Am I missing anything
Just
so
keep
far?
watching theconguy.com and get
That's
all
right.
the
Yes.
more
All right.
information.
All right, last
as
three
we get
questions.
close.
We're finishing up.
Yes,
last
let's
three
do this.
questions. All right. What do Hermione's parents do for a living? What is their career? What do Hermione's parents do for a living? All right. I'm going to ask all three questions, and then we'll give all three answers. All right.
Like heights.
What is the shortest Harry Potter film? Which of the films is the shortest Harry Potter film?
Can I just say a number?
Part one
Yep.
of something.
You can say which number you would like it to be. And finally,
Oh.
what is the name of the reporter whom Harry encounters throughout all the books? What is the name of the reporter whom Harry encounters throughout all the
Strep
books?
throat.
Number one, Hermione's parents. For a living, what is it that they do? Don't say it. Number two, what is the shortest film in the Harry Potter franchise? Number three, what is the name of the reporter Harry encounters throughout all the books?
Well, she's not in all the books. But
All
it's
right.
throughout-
Hermione's parents do what for a living? Couch people.
Actuary.
No. Ben.
OBGYNs.
No. Carrie.
Lawyers?
No, Derek.
They're dentists.
They are dentists. They are dentists. What is the
sure they're
shortest?
OBGYN.
All right, Ben. What is the shortest Harry Potter film?
2.
No.
4?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's Order of the Phoenix.
No.
Number
that's,
5?
That's the longest.
Oh.
No, that's the longest book. It's not the longest film.
The shortest film is Deathly Hallows Part 2.
I told you it was maybe a part
you
one
were
or
right.
two.
2 hours and 10 minutes is
But
the
I-
shortest
So,
film.
okay, so I think Order of the Phoenix was the shortest at the time.
Probably. Oh, that's right, because they cut out half of the book to make the film. And
Yeah.
what is the name of the reporter whom Harry encounters throughout all the books? What do you say, couch people?
Walter Cronkite.
I'm giving you one. All
Yes!
right.
Yes!
I
That's a good
believe
one.
I
All
didn't
right.
joke on this one. I believe it's Rita Skeeter.
You got it. It's Rita
What?
Skeeter, Carrie.
They made a joke, Lois Lane.
I'll give you one. Derek, Rita
It is
Skeeter.
Rita Skeeter.
Derek, okay.
Everybody
Thanks,
get a
Bubba,
point on that
One.
But she's not in all of
Couch
the books.
people
She
got
kind of shows
one.
up in number 4.
Carrie got
Yeah.
2. Ben got 2. Derek got 7. Derek
7! Yes!
All right. Where can we find you, Ben?
At Ben Kliewer, BenKliewer on the Twitters and the Instagrams.
Yes, and you can find me online at Carrie D Lane. And if you were not watching this live, leave a comment down below of what you are most excited about at Comic-Con, and you could win one of these cool prize pack things.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You can find. My name's Derek. You can find me on Twitter at ConGuyDerek.
Cheeseman on the couch. You can find me at ConGuyLuke and on theconguy.com and thescareguy.com.
All right.
And I'm Evan.
Where can we find you?
Evan Dollard on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.
All right. And you
Google the guy. Watch his videos on YouTube.
I am
He's-
Jim. I'm the
He's a
managing
real
editor here.
hero.
You can find me at theconguy.com. That's theconguy, DOTCOM, or Conguy Jim. We will be back July 10th with a great show. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Subscribe to the show. We'll see you soon.
Finite!
Hey, this is the magic wand.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.